that Rick has added to what was expected, and did not expected from your side, but we thought that it would be a great addition and a surprise. So we are going to frame the surprise after we are going to explain in more detail what's going to happen.
Right, exactly. So everybody who's done CCC always has this fantasy about the 7th module, right? And then, fortunately, TCL fills that gap as the 7th module in perpetuity. Tonight we have not so much a 7th module as another piece, and it has a very specific purpose. Tomorrow we're going to spend some TCL focus work on the book and the 10-year anniversary and the succession and on and on and on. Tonight's special because tonight represents the end of something for us, and it's the end of this man's time for 4 years in TCL as the chair.
That's the end of the chair responsibility, not the end of the TCL. We hope that you are going to contribute and remain part of the community.
So TCL does not have a golden parachute, so John's really shackled to this rather than parachuting away from us. So we know John in this role as a leader, and with his graceful style of standing in front of the room and leading us from the front. Most of us who've worked closely with him understand how much he does leading from behind. And in fact, oftentimes being willing to do the grunt work in servitude for very ne'er-do-wells inside the community. But he's sort of an artistic kind of guy, too. He's got a lot of class and savoir-faire, if I can say that. Is that the correct French pronunciation? Pretty good? And a sense of humor. Always willing to laugh at the right time. But he's sort of becoming to those superstars in our sector, and you can sort of see that fawning affection to make Wheatley here. He doesn't want to let on at BTC, but thanks to Cecile's photography, we got him. And he's kind of a woman's guy when you let him. But he's got good taste with women, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. Some people think that Bradley Wiggins was the first Brit to wear yellow, and not so. Not so. And you might notice that way off in the distance, he's dusted these people on the climb, and he's just sort of smiling and laughing at them as he leaves them in his tails. But I think it's fair to say at the end of the day, all of us have had the same experience, which is for John, it's about the relationships. TCL is a community, not just a practice, but a community of relationships, and his insistence that we keep our eye on the ball on that part and guide us from that perspective. And so it goes all the way back to the very beginning with Cohort 1. So he brought this to the community, he's kept it in the community, he's made it grow in the community, and John, we're forever grateful for that part that you brought to TCL. I think for as many leadership frameworks that we've been exposed to, we could do a lot worse than leading the way John Freeman leads TCL. John, we can't say thank you, but we can say get your tail back here for the next meeting. Now before, you're going to get a chance to come up here and talk. You don't get to be sort of, but we have a couple things before that.
Hey, come on, yes, you have to.
Oh. A small gift for you. We had a lot of thinking about what we could offer you. I hope you will like it.
I'm very curious.
It's on behalf of everybody.
Everybody is a part of it.
You have to show it to everybody. Yes.
Cyril, over further.
This looks my kind of thing. Not what you know about this.
Put it on. Put it on.
This is cool gear. This is. That's winter version.
And the most sexy part is to come.
Oh, you've got to put it
It's really structured, isn't it?
This bit is very important.
Yeah, you should wear it for tonight.
And I am deeply touched I don't know where you got the picture of the Étape Caledonia from, but
I think it's your wife.
Watch the internet, John. Everything's on the internet now.
but you don't know. One of the things you don't know is that I rush off from the March meeting because on the Sunday of the March meeting always clashes with the annual event of my cycling club in France, and that's one of my other passions, and it's something about healthy mind, healthy body. It's something about staying young. It's something about cycling. Yeah, it is just about that. It is all about the bike. It's something about thinking that you can keep on doing things, that the mind that's in the body is somehow able to press the body to stay younger than its physical age, and that unfortunately causes all sorts of strains and pains. But that's a big part of me. So that was nice. But I'm very touched. I'm very touched by this. I'm delighted to have done this 4 years. When I took it on, I was very nervous, but it actually wasn't as difficult as I imagined it would be, and the reason for that was everybody around me. And somehow when I took this on, I was conscious that this was quite a big step for me to take this role, and I was also conscious that I had support from people perhaps with more experience or some strengths that I didn't have, who actually backed me up and made it all happen. And this team is what really makes the events happen. I think Jacob put it well in something about a nominal part in our notional leadership, was something that you said, something like that.
One of your formula, Jacob. One of your formula.
One of your formula, and it really is that. It really is. It really is more a catalyst type role as opposed to a very time or energy demanding role. It's actually quite easy. It's been a great pleasure. I've enjoyed doing it. I believe in passing on not because I don't like doing it or want to drop it, but because I think change is good. Because I think we need to encourage new energy coming in. Other people have different strengths, and that's why I'm moving it on. And also in a voluntary organisation, to avoid becoming indispensable or avoid people thinking that guy's been there forever, but also to avoid getting to the point where new people coming in think, well, it's becoming institutionalized with the same people leading it. So that's my sort of positive side of it. That's why I'm happy to move on, and thank you very much. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's 7:30.
There's